No, it's a very sad thing that happened. I think, to me, Afghanistan is the most embarrassing event in the history of our country. I do think that. And I think that, meaning the withdrawal, we went in there, we didn't fight like we should have. We became a police force instead of the military as we know it. And they didn't fight. But you know what? They should have. They did what they did. But to leave in disgrace instead of leaving the way they should have left. When I left office, we handed Biden the most secure border in United States history, and that includes from drugs, not just people. We ended catch and release. We shut down asylum fraud. We struck historic agreements with Mexico and Central American nations to stop illegal immigration. And we built almost 500 miles of powerful border wall, which really helped us. And I want to thank the president of Mexico, a great guy. I said, you have to put your soldiers until we build the wall. You got to put your soldiers. How many do you need? 28,000. That's a long wall. That's a long border. And he did it. He gave us 28,000 soldiers. And that's why we did things that nobody else could do. Now, in all fairness, he did it for a reason. I said, if you don't do it, we're going to put a 25% tariff on all the cars that you make and sell back into the... And they said, yes, we'd love to do it. It would be our honor. But whatever it is, it worked. And we have a great relationship with him and with Mexico, and it worked out great. And then these people came, and they tore down everything. Remain in Mexico, gone. All of it's gone. And people are destroying our country. We tracked down the gang members, the drug smugglers, and the dangerous criminal aliens, and we threw them in jail. Or we threw them the hell out of our country. Ideally, we wanted to get them out, but some were so dangerous we put them in jail. Yet Biden has systematically reversed every border security policy that we had in place. Oh, they were so good. You know, I say, and I mean it, if Biden would have just gone to the beach, just take it easy, enjoy the surf, you'd have a great border today, because it was getting better and better and better. And you hear all the Border Patrol people, even people that work for him, they're saying we should have left it. They didn't have to do anything. It was so good. Best we've ever had. And people could come in, but they have to come in legally. Just days ago, even amid the worst border crisis in history, the Biden administration issued an order effectively abolishing ICE. These are great patriots. These are tough people. They would go into these gangs of MS-13, the toughest gangs in the world, they say. And they'd go in there, and the fist would start. I'd say, these people, and I can tell you, I have some tough people in front of me. Some of them are even tough farmers. I don't even think you people want to do what they do. And they loved it. They wouldn't want any other job. And they're great patriots. They love our country, but they were tough. You know, to get rid of MS-13 and some of the worst people that you've ever seen. I mean, typically, when you have tattoos on your face, it's not a positive event. It's not positive. When you have a tattoo on your face saying, we hate America, and we say, we'd love to have you, it's great. It's not going to work out well. But when you look at what they've done, ICE has been so incredible, and they've basically taken away their power and their prestige. But they will be around, because nobody can do the job that they did. And that goes for the Border Patrol and our police department and law enforcement. Our police departments are incredible, and law enforcement, incredible. I met a lot of them backstage. You have them here. Incredible police. And with the Republicans, there'll be no defunding of the police, I can tell you that. There'll be no defunding. That's not working out too well. You see in Minnesota, Minneapolis, they're not doing too well. They defunded the police and they cut it. And it's a disaster. Crime is through the roof. But it is in other places. New York, it's through the roof. You have district attorneys that are looking at Republicans and not looking at people that shoot people every day. It's a crazy, what's happening is so bad for this country, so dangerous for this country. People want other people to stop shooting and knifing people to death in broad daylight. Did you see the case in Chicago? Gets out of the car, starts shooting somebody, and they just said, we're not going to press charges. And he's right on tape and right on camera. No, it's a terrible thing that's happening. It's sick. Actually, it's sick. And it's only going to lead to the destruction of our country. And other bad things can happen, because I don't think a lot of people are going to take it for much longer. I'll be honest. I don't think they're going to take it. Other countries are emptying their prisons and sending their murderers and drug smugglers and child abusers into the United States. We are becoming a dumping ground. We are a dumping ground for very, very serious criminals. And Joe, you know that. You know, I used to say it's in Guatemala and Honduras and El Salvador, but it's not. It's in many, many countries, many, including Middle Eastern countries. They're taking them out of prison. These are seriously tough people, evil people in many cases, and they're dumping them in the United States. We're becoming a dumping ground. Never before has a president shown such contempt for his oath of office. He's supposed to be protecting our country, not destroying our country. Joe Biden has launched a foreign invasion of his own country. Come on in. He said, come in. This is a sick thing that's happening to our country. Not even explainable. You'd say, I used to say it was incompetence, but it is that. But you know what it really is? I don't know. It's almost like evil. They want this to happen because they're paying $6 million a day to contractors to not finish the wall, which could be finished very rapidly. They're paying millions of dollars a day to contractors. And do I know contractors? They're making a fortune. They're making more money now than they would ever make if they built it. But they're paying millions and millions of dollars a day, a week, a month to these contractors not to build the wall. And you wonder, is that incompetence or is that just a bad ideology? You know, it's probably a lot of both. Biden even had the goal to attack our brave border agents in the midst of this nightmarish disaster. And remember the horses? These guys with the horses to keep illegal immigrants out of our country or to keep them at bay, and now they're fighting for their lives. Those people. And it wasn't a whip, by the way. They didn't have whips. They didn't have whips. What a sad thing is going on. In the Republican Party, we will always stand with law enforcement